You guys, who doesn't love Peeps? I found these up at the Dollar Tree. They're actually Peep lights, and I make a couple adorable projects with it. Actually, I make 5 projects, 2 of them with the Peeps. Follow along. So I'm making 5 different paper towel holders, and one of them includes these bunnies that I made in yesterday's video. And here I'm just going over real fast how I made them with jelly beans and resin, covering the back with glue to prepare them for putting resin on the front because they do have a matte finish on the front. And if you want to know about it in more detail, watch yesterday's video. The mold I'm using for all of the paper towel holders is this 9-inch mold that I got on Amazon, and I have used it in dozens and dozens of projects, and I'll show some of them as we go along. And all I did was mixed up my designer epoxy resin. The resin I'm using for this project is designer epoxy resin. It's a 1-to-1 ratio resin that you mix just like most other resins. It works very well. It's pretty much bubble free as long as you warm it a little bit first. And I let it set up overnight with the white mica powder in it in the Dollar Tree paper towel holder. And then the next day I came back, filled it with clear resin and jelly beans, and let that set up overnight with the 2 bunnies in it. They stood up pretty well. I didn't have to do anything to prop them up. The next paper towel holder was pretty much the same. I mixed up my designer epoxy resin. I mixed some of the pretty mica powders that I was also sent. They have some beautiful mica powders. And for some reason I did one with purple and one with white and mixed the 2 together. And I'm not really sure why I did that because I ended up covering it up with, can you see the tube confetti up in the top left corner? That's from Dollar Tree. Some real pretty Easter color tube confetti they have this time of year. So after I poured that in, I sprinkled the tube confetti, all 3 colors, over the top, and I let this set up overnight. The next day I came back and set the bunnies in, and I kind of did this backwards. So these bunnies are also from Dollar Tree. They have little clips at the bottom that I just pulled out, and there's 6 of them to a package. And I poured the resin around the bunnies, and I really should have done it the other way. I should have poured the resin first and then set the bunnies in. And again, these pretty much just stood up on their own. I didn't have any problems with them falling over. And just let them set up overnight. Next, I got these adorable Peep string lights from Dollar Tree, and I just popped them off the lights. They pulled out real easily. And again, here I go, mixing up my resin, pouring it into the 9-inch mold and letting it set up overnight. The next day I came back and put a thin layer of kind of a pinky white on top and set all of the little Peeps inside. In the next one I used the neon pink from designer epoxy mixed with the ocean white epoxy pigment from Let's Resin, and I poured that into the bottom and let that set up overnight. Now I had to figure out a way to get the Peeps to stand up straight. This time I wanted them around the edge, so I made a template out of cardboard and I cut that out and I made a hole in the middle. Then I removed all the Peeps off of their string lights like I did with the other ones, and I took the template and I slid it down the bar. And just so you know, painter's tape does not hold on to these silicone molds. Eventually I had to attach it to the metal bar in the middle. Here you'll see me pouring the second layer of epoxy resin underneath the cardboard there. I should have poured the resin in first and then hit it with some heat or with the alcohol because I forgot to do that. So I didn't even know if there was bubbles underneath it. You'll see the tape wasn't holding, so I ended up attaching the cardboard to the metal rod in the middle and then positioning the bunnies all the way around. Hey everyone, for those of you who saw my 2-tier jelly bean tree from the Dollar Tree, and wanted to make one but couldn't find the trays at the Dollar Tree. A lot of people have been having problems finding them. I think some of the ones they're just getting them in now. But anyway, I found a Dollar Tree that had a bunch of them. I got them and I'm going to do a giveaway. So in the comments under this video now that we're in, comment what color you want, white, green, or blue. The blue and the green are kind of a pastel. They're super pretty. And a couple ladies on the face, so you could go back and watch that video to see what it looks like with my two-tiered bunny tray. Or on our Facebook group, there's a couple ladies who made them and showed pictures of them. One of the ladies put a real pretty bow up at the top that looks so cute, but looks adorable with the jelly beans in it, nice and bright and pretty. Anyway, if you want to get in the drawing, go ahead and put in the comments what color you want. For the last one, I had made jelly bean eggs. This is resin and jelly beans that had set up overnight. And then the next day I came back with resin and white mica powder and backed them. Demolded them the next day. Really don't want these super fat. The thinner the better. Then the same thing with the Easter bunny. Jelly beans and resin, let it set up overnight and then put the backing on. I mixed the resin with white mica powder and topped it with Michael's Chunky Glitter. Then after this had set up overnight, I poured another thin layer of resin to set the eggs in and then attached the cardboard top to hold up the eggs. And I just went ahead and set the eggs in. The cardboard top really did a good job of holding them all up. The bunny is flat on the bottom, stood up fine, but the eggs were very rounded on the bottom, so I was afraid they were going to fall over. And then here I am demolding them all, and I go through this real quick, but at the very end I'm going to show you all of them standing up next to each other. That turned out really cute, the Peeps. And then these Peeps, they all ended up standing up. None of them fell over. And I put them the correct way. That's super cute. And this one turned out really cute too. This is real thick. This has the big thick layer of jelly beans under it. I probably could have made that one a little thinner. And then this is real sparkly. You have to kind of look up close to see the real pretty tube confetti on it. But that's really cute. Isn't that pretty? And then the last one, these held up real good too. Keep watching. I'm going to show you them all. 1 second. Hey everyone. So I had done, if you saw my last video, I did a ton of things with jelly beans and I just had to go ahead and make something with it because I didn't know what I was going to do with everything. Most everything's going to be given away, but I am going to hold on to a few of the jelly bean projects to see how they last, how the jelly beans last over the years. And I really think that they're going to be okay. I've seen a couple of videos where somebody has used candy and they didn't deteriorate, but they faded some, which, you know, you would think would happen. But anyway, so I thought this one turned out cute. The Michael's glitter in the middle. This is designer, ArtCast designer epoxy, crystal clear, beautiful resin. If you're interested, I will leave a link in the description. Very, turned out real, super pretty, super clear. And this one, when I saw these Peeps up at the Dollar Tree, I thought, oh, I gotta get them. So somebody had this is a funny story. Somebody had messaged me about the jelly bean tray, two-tier tray that I had made from the Dollar Tree. And they said, I wonder if you could do it with Peeps. And I said, well, I don't think you could do it with Peeps because they're so tall. I'm thinking about the Chicky Peeps. And they would be too tall for the tray. And then another person messaged me, Anna, and said, I think she's talking about the bunny ones, you know, the flat ones. And I thought, oh, okay. And she said something about dehydrating them. And then she said something about putting them in the air fryer to dehydrate them. And I thought, oh, great idea. I'm not really thinking. And then just the other day I was thinking, well, an air fryer, I bet it would make like a gooey mess because they're marshmallows that would melt in there. So Anna, I want to know, did you put them in the air fryer and what happened, or did you end up dehydrating them another way? I'd love to know. But anyway, I thought that was funny when I started thinking about them melting, the marshmallows melting. But I think this is super pretty, and this is the neon pink epoxy from Designer Epoxy. And these are the other Peeps. This is super cute too. These are laying down. The other ones I had to use that cardboard cutout. And then these little bunnies were from the Dollar Tree. You got 6 for $1. And look at that tube confetti, how sparkly and pretty that is. And that's like Easter colors. I've never seen it in those colors before. But they have tube confetti up there all the time. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cute. And then the last one that I did again, this is really heavy. Look how thick that resin is on there. But super pretty, super clear. And those are the kissing bunnies. I should have put them closer together, I guess. But I thought those were real cute too. So it was just a fun project, something for Easter. Probably the kids would love these sitting around the house. Even the moms, I like them. I'm gonna keep one of them. I think I'm gonna keep this one, and these ones I'll probably give away. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the project. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoy the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell and you will be notified every time a video comes out. I try to put a video out every week. And speaking of Peeps, I'm going to be doing something with the real Peeps. I am going to try something. I already kind of did something, but it didn't work quite the way I wanted it to, so I'm doing it again. But anyway, come join us over on the Facebook group, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching.